Hello, everybody. I am so glad you're here. I am Shannon Hoskinson. And if you have not been in this group for the last 2 weeks, then you may not know that we have been talking a lot about intermittent fasting and how intermittent fasting can help you reach your health goals no matter what they are. And a lot of you might be here for weight loss because it seems like as we get older, weight loss is something that we're all looking for. But intermittent fasting can help with so many things. And so just to introduce myself, my name is Shannon Hoskinson. I help run this group. I started doing intermittent fasting 6 years ago at the advice of my endocrinologist, because at the time I was 35, at the healthiest weight of my life, 5'1", 115 pounds, but yet coming up as pre-diabetic. And so when my regular physician told me to lose weight and exercise, I realized something wasn't right in my body because I'd already done that. And I was already eating healthy, but for some reason, my blood sugar was all out of balance and I did not want to take a prescription medicine for it because I knew that prescription med would have other side effects. So my endocrinologist told me about intermittent fasting and set me loose to learn about it, to try it, and to see how it did. And so I never started intermittent fasting for weight loss. I started it to correct my blood sugar imbalance issues. And I am happy to tell you today that it has helped tremendously. I am no longer considered pre-diabetic. My cholesterol looks better than it ever has. I'm not struggling with high blood pressure. Any sort of autoimmune that could be cropping up in my life due to family history has not been, and I am still able to be really active with my family. I'm able to play competitive volleyball, which I never thought I could do in my 40s because I was pretty sure in my 30s my knees were shot. So intermittent fasting has helped me maintain a healthy weight, reverse a diagnosis, and so many things. So tonight, what we want to talk about is a tool that we've been using alongside of intermittent fasting that has really helped us reach our goals and have other health benefits. And so I have some friends here tonight who are going to tell you a little bit about their experience with what we call the pink drink. And so you may have seen us talk about it. It's called Plexus Slim. You may have seen us shake it up in our bottles or whatnot. But the reason why we want to tell you about this drink is because oftentimes people think it's a weight loss drink, and that could not be further from the truth. And so it's just this great little stick it's like a vitamin drink mix. You put it in a water bottle, you add some water, you mix it up, and you go, and it tastes like a Jolly Rancher, and it's amazing. But really, this is a vitamin drink. This drink does three things. It puts good prebiotics in your body because that is like the fertilizer of your gut. So you could be taking probiotics, but unless you're fertilizing them, they're not doing you much good. So this is fertilizing the good bacteria in your gut. It's also limiting inflammation in your body. It's full of antioxidants, meaning it's helping to flush out the toxins. It's helping your body deal with stress, inflammatory issues. I cannot tell you how many people tell me that their blood work comes back looking better in all areas, and they have less joint pain because the inflammation is better. And then it helps balance your blood sugar. And blood sugar balance is not just a topic for diabetics. It's a topic for everybody because insulin is your master hormone. And if your blood sugar is balanced and your insulin is balanced, your insulin runs everything else in your body, including your sleep. So even if you're not sleeping well, blood sugar could be to blame. And so this drink is just a wonderful vitamin drink that any human can drink. Most of us, our husbands, drink it alongside of us. And it's just so, so helpful. So what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to have you listen to a few of my friends, and they're going to tell you how this drink has helped them level up their intermittent fasting journey, how this has helped them do better, overcome some things, and just keep on keeping on. Again, I'm 6 years in. I'll tell you a little bit more about my story at the end and tell you about an exciting, fun challenge we're going to do next week. But before we do that, I want you to hear from some friends. So the first friend I want to introduce to you is Nina. And Nina is going to tell you all about how this has helped her. And I think, Nina, correct me if I'm wrong, you've been with me now, well, Stacy and I, for 2 years. Is that right?
Yeah, I have been taking Plexus since 2019, but I've been doing intermittent fasting for the last 2 years. And I'm 61 years old, and I have been told that there's nothing you can do about your weight. You're going to gain 5 pounds every year, so just get used to it. And I have a very poor family history. I have diabetes, both my father, my brother, high blood pressure. So I did not want to have that situation. My mom had her first stroke at 64. So I did not want to be in that same situation. So one of the reasons I really liked intermittent fasting, or the reason I tried it, is because I would get the shakes. And I'm like, this is not good. And I had a friend of mine that said, you really need to try intermittent fasting. And that would help because your blood sugar is off. And that's the problem. So what has been great is the combination of adding Slim with the intermittent fasting, because that's how I break my fast. I have the Slim and it is perfect. Then I wait maybe 30 minutes to an hour before I have a high protein meal. And I can't remember the last time I had the shakes and worried about my sugar level. So, and it has been, I have feel so much better. I feel well enough that I could walk, exercise, because I have 5 children and eventually I want grandchildren and I want to be able to get on the floor and play with them. So I'm taking care of my health, and this is one way that that little pink drink has helped me. And yes, my husband drinks it along with me, and now he's walking, which he never did before, and it has helped him be healthier as well.
That's wonderful. Thank you for sharing. We're going to kick it over to Shelly. Shelly is going to tell us a little bit about her journey now. So Shelly, take it away.
Hey everybody, I'm Shelly. I am 52 years old and I started Plexus 2 years ago. And last week we started this crash course and I was doing IF about a year ago, got off on it. So this is me actually jumping back in to doing intermittent fasting. And since last week, I started moving my body 30 minutes a day, drinking my pink drink. In the last week, I've lost a total of 6 pounds and I've kept 4 of them off. Now, I have to say, we had SEC football kickoff here this weekend and I made Rotella dip. And all I can say is thank you for the pink drink and for balance, because that helped me eat in moderation and not overindulge during my eating window. But I want to talk to y'all a little bit on top of dropping the pounds this past week. I've also gained more energy in the morning, where I used to have a soda or drink coffee with lots of sugar and cream. I use my pink drink in the mornings to give me that boost and to break my fast. And so I don't need the soda and I don't need the coffee to kick it off. And that's actually a good thing because I'm getting up in the mornings. I'm able to get part of my walk in because some of y'all know I injured my leg 4 years ago and I had to learn how to re-walk. And so I've also agreed to an 8,000 step a day challenge right now. And this has really helped me meet that, to have the energy in the morning and in the evenings to get through that. So I'm pushing my limits and I'm growing my mindset, trying to get those 8,000 steps in a day.
That's awesome. Well, good for you. I'm so glad to hear that. I think so far I'm hearing that the pink drink just kind of boosts some energy for you all within the intermittent fasting realm of life, because sometimes we can feel a little nutrient depleted, I think. And so it helps replenish that. Thanks for sharing. Okay. Lastly, we have Jan, and Jan's going to tell us a little bit about her story. And I've loved Jan's story. So let me give you the spotlight, Jan, and you are good to go.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I started with Plexus in 2017, and I just wasn't feeling very well. Like Nina, I also struggled with blood sugar, and I didn't realize that's what it was. But if I didn't eat meals at regular intervals, I got the shakes. And when I would get the shakes, I couldn't recover. So I felt bad the rest of the day. There was just no recovery. One of the first things I noticed when I started drinking Slim was that I gave up my Diet Coke addiction. I used to use that because I wasn't a coffee drinker. Diet Coke was my drink of choice in the morning. And within 1 week of starting Slim, I had no taste for Diet Coke anymore. So that was a big win for me. I started intermittent fasting about 2 years ago with Shannon and Stacy, and I thought that I knew what I was doing before that, but I was not. So I learned a lot, and I'm so grateful to them for that information. I wanted to try intermittent fasting to manage my menopause symptoms. So I don't know if I said this or not, but I turned 56 this year, and I had really been struggling with hot flashes, and that was probably my worst symptom. Well, when I started intermittent fasting the right way, I would break my fast with the Slim, and then I would have protein. But after about a week of intermittent fasting consistently, I had noticed reduced hot flashes. So I attribute that to balanced blood sugar. And so that really was probably the biggest benefit that I've noticed. I have been able to maintain my weight throughout menopause, and I've also I have energy all day. So my body seems balanced, it feels balanced, and I will never go a day without my pink drink.
That's awesome. Thank you, ladies, for sharing. I feel the same. I have been drinking the pink drink now for, going on, 6 years. It was 6 years in August, and I don't miss a day because it does so much for me. And so I don't know if you caught what a lot of them were saying, which is they break their fast with the pink drink. And that is something within intermittent fasting we've taught a lot of people to do. So to clarify, do you have to do Plexus to do intermittent fasting? No. And does Plexus promote intermittent fasting? No. We just happen to discover that both and work together really well for anybody. You just heard stories of 3 different women in 3 different life stages with 3 different needs and 3 different goals, and it just all can work together. And so we started 2 years ago teaching these classes to teach people how to use both tools together to have a lifestyle change, because Plexus is not a diet. Intermittent fasting is not a diet. Intermittent fasting is a way of eating. Plexus is a supplement program. And so, like you said, none of them said they had a diagnosis of diabetes type 1 or 2, but they all mentioned feeling shaky or feeling like their blood sugar wasn't balanced. And that is the whole goal, because when your blood sugar is balanced, your body operates so much better. And many of us don't know that our blood sugar is imbalanced because we haven't been diagnosed in any way with some sort of type 1, type 2, or pre-diabetic. But 9 out of 10 people are pre-diabetic, or I'm sorry, of the people who are pre-diabetic, 9 out of 10 don't even know it. So, if you feel like you are extra hungry or you crash or whatever, you could be having a blood sugar imbalance issue. That's not uncommon, especially because we've been fed this lie that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. And most of you are carb loading for breakfast and then crashing. And so what I want to encourage you to think about, if you're in this group and you've never tried Plexus, is to give the pink drink a try, because what has helped us so much and has helped us be successful is breaking our fast with the pink drink. So I usually at 16 hours will break my fast, and then I don't eat till about 17 or 18 hours. So I've technically done a dirty fast for 17 to 18 hours. Some people use the pink drink to teach their body how to fast, how to get up to that 14 or that 16-hour mark. And like you heard them say, they gave up their diet soda, which praise be, because diet soda is like the worst thing you could put in your body for hormonal reasons. And giving up their coffee. I gave up my sugary coffee. And so what I love about this lifestyle and the pink drink is it can go with me anywhere. I take the pink drink with me everywhere. I vacation with it, and it helps me stay on track. Now, if I have a day where I break my fast early or whatever, does it mess up all the work I've been doing? No, because it's a tool. It's a lifestyle. It's not like keto, where if you have a 60 carb day, now you've just broke broke your whole ketosis thing. It's not like that. It's not like the Whole30 where you have to start over because you ate something that wasn't Whole30 approved. This is a tool, a lifestyle that you can integrate into your life no matter what's going on, no matter how busy you are or not busy. But what I want you to hear is that most of us feel like this lifestyle becomes easier to live and we find more health benefits because we've added in supplementation and because this pink drink has worked differently for all of us. I don't need my afternoon coffee anymore. I drink this drink and then I'm not like starving. And then I don't want to like carb binge because I haven't eaten for 16 hours. So it helps me make balanced choices. And then it keeps me from having a large afternoon crash. And then I can handle being awake until 10 o'clock at night until my kids go to bed. So there's just so many things this does. So what we're excited to tell you about is for those of you that are in this group that have never tried the pink drink before, we want to offer you a sample. We want to offer you a free sample. So I want you to get with the person who invited you here and they will send this to you. If you want more than one, then you guys can work out like a price agreement or whatever. I mean, just so you know, this is about $2.50 a day. It's cheaper than what you're getting at the gas station, your black coffee you're getting, and it builds over time. So it's not just a one and done. This is helping you over time with so many things. So get with the person that invited you. They have a free stick to offer you, or you could get like a pack of 3 for $5, whatever you want to do. But we invite you to try this. We're going to mail some samples out this week. And then next week at the close of our intermittent fasting crash course, we're going to do what we're calling the pink drink challenge, where we're just going to invite you to try it, see what you think of the taste, and learn more about how this has helped others in their journey. And so we just really believe that intermittent fasting plus the pink drink and other supplements we might have that you're interested in can really help you stick with this long term. I'm 6 years in, Nina and Jan are 2 years in. Shelly did it for a while, kind of stopped. Now she's back. I have a lot of people who have been doing this 2 and 3 years and have continued to see benefits. Something else we'll talk about next week is a nutritionally supported fast that you could do that actually helps detox your liver and your kidneys, which is so beneficial, especially if you've had any sort of crazy virus the last few years. Yes. It's so great. So with that, if you have questions, drop them below on this video in Facebook. We did record it so we can send it to you, but it's live streaming. So drop your questions, message the person that invited you to this group and say, hey, I'd love my free sample. Okay. And they will send it to you. And then next week, we'd love to have you sample it, try it, look at some testimonies, and consider whether or not this can replace your coffee, your diet soda, your sweet tea, your whatever you're doing, and help you over time just be a healthier version of yourself and help your body from the inside out. So I'm so glad you all joined tonight. We've loved having you here. We've loved hearing about all of your wins and just how well you're doing. And so thank you for being here. And Facebook world, we will see you the next time. See you later. Okay, we're off Facebook.